So we're going to show you how to change the oil and oil filter on a Freelander 2 2013 model. Start by undoing all 6 bolts on the under tray. Using a 13mm socket. Undo and remove all 6 bolts but one. This secures the heavy under tray in place until you can hold it and remove it. Simply remove the under tray and there sits the bottom of the oil sump. And as you can see, there's the oil sump bolt. You're going to remove this to drain the oil from the engine. Also, while the under tray is off, check out any other components for leaks. As you can see, the gearbox there is leaking and that'll be addressed at another time. Before draining the oil, remove the engine filler cap. And slightly pull the dipstick. This will ensure the oil to drain freely when you remove the sump plug. Now, using a 21mm socket attached to a ratchet, remove the sump plug. Once the sump plug is on its last few threads, place a waste oil pan underneath, then hand remove the sump bolt and let the oil drain. Leave this for around 15 to 20 minutes or until there are no drips. Now to remove the oil filter, you need a 27mm socket. The oil filter is located at the front of the engine and you are best accessing this from underneath the vehicle. Place the socket on the oil filter cap and unscrew. Then remove the oil filter and manoeuvre down out the engine bay. And that's the oil filter to be replaced. Now simply remove the rubber gasket that seals the oil filter to the engine block. These should always be removed and replaced when replacing new oil filters. Give the inside of the oil filter cap a quick clean, just to clean out any old oil before placing the new filter inside. Coat the new rubber gasket in a thin bead of new engine oil. This ensures the rubber gasket goes onto the oil cap easy and also seals it when tightened up. Always quickly compare the new oil filter to the old, just to make sure it is the correct oil filter. Simply push in, and now the new filter is ready to be screwed back on. Simply screw the oil filter back in. The oil filter cap needs tightening up to Land Rover specification to a torque of 25 Newton meters. Now screw in a new sump plug with a new sump crush washer. Now the sump plug needs tightening up to Land Rover specification of 20 Newton meters. Now you need to fill the engine back up with oil, and the oil to be used by Land Rover's official specification is SAE 5W30. Below is the official Land Rover specification chart. So this is a service fill. It needs 5.9 litres of oil, or 10.4 pints, or 6.2 US quarts. Use a funnel to pour the oil into the engine, as this makes it easier to fill and reduces spillage. Once filled with oil to the specific amount, push the dipstick back in. Simply screw the engine filler cap back in. Now simply place back the under tray, securing all 6 bolts in place. The bolts need to be torqued up to Land Rover specification of 60 Newton meters. So now the vehicle's oil and filter change is now complete. Simply run the engine for 5 minutes, turn the engine off, check the dipstick, and top up with engine oil if required.